We have a ton of content that just dropped, and we're going to be going over every single bit of the content. Hopefully I can help you make that decision a little bit easier, because we do have some choice pack. What should you do first? All of that good stuff we're going to be covering today. But I want to hear your thoughts. If you think the content drop was a W, like the video. If you think it was an L, comment down below and let me know why you thought it was an L. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're gonna go ahead and go to events. I think that's the first thing that we have to cover. Obviously, this is from the old event. I haven't even touched anything from the new content just yet. When we have some new rewards, obviously this is the Field of Dream event. We have the Fields of Dreams program. So every single win that you get at this event, you get 2,500 XP points, which is gonna go towards that Field of the Dream program. And that's why I think this is the first thing that you have to do. And also there's some okay rewards here. Obviously here you get a set 36 headliner, which is the new Grady Sizemore, 99 contact against right with 94 power, and then 104 contact against left with 81 power, 93 speed, 82 speed. So not bad, very good, well balanced card. He can play all three outfield positions, but you know, power against lefties is not elite, but he can get the job done. Another solid outfielder there. Then we got the rewind packs at 10 wins. If we go over to 15 wins, we have Fryness from 2019 Chris Bryant, and here you can see his attributes: 94 contact against right with 90 power, and then 102 against left with 122 power. That power against lefties is elite. He can play a lot of positions, obviously first and third and all three outfield positions. 74 speed, 74 fielding is not great, but it is a finest card that I think we're gonna have some more collection rewards eventually, and we're gonna need them. Here at 20 wins, we do have Nick Lodolo, which was a fan favorite in MLB The Show 20. Here you can see the attributes: 101 hits per nines. That's what we care about, right? He does have over 100 hits per nines, 101 stamina, 104 K per nine. Sinker, slider, changeup kind of guy. 90, that sinker, right? That's all you need. Though I wish he had one more pitch, but again, future stars card from the event, and that is Nick Lodolo. They also added a legends pack of this Takashi series. Obviously that's Soriano, Boffeller, Smith, Gagne, and Rodriguez. If you're still missing one of them, you can also get to 27 wins. And then they added the new toolbox, which you're gonna have a choice pack here at 30 wins, and is all the future cards. Some of them are still going for quite a bit, as you can see, 65, 60. These prices are gonna drop because of this packs probably, but if you're still missing some of them, this is your chance to get them. So number one thing is grind the event. Now for the event, there's no roster restrictions, so I'm expecting that you're going to be facing Randy Johnson quite a bit. And if you have Randy Johnson, just go ahead and use him, because it's going to give you the best chance at winning. You're trying to get as many wins as possible as fast as you can. But moving over to the program, how to speed this up and what cards should you pick in here in this program. Obviously this is the fastest or shortest program that we've ever had. It's 10 days, so we have 9 days and 21 hours as I'm recording this, and so we need to get grinding fast, right? Obviously there's going to be daily moments, there's going to be the events. This is what I was talking about: 2,500 XP right here by every win that you get at the event. We got some feature program moments. Obviously if you do all of them, you get about 18K. There's 9 moments at 2,000. I think all of them are 2,000. Yeah, 2,000 per moment. That's 18,000 right there. We have obviously the flashbacks from the cards that you get. Each card is going to have a mission as well. That's going to mean XP. You can do exchanges with every single division at 5 apiece. That's going to be 30,000. And then the showdown is going to be an extra 15,000. So they're giving us a lot of the things up front because it's a shorter program, right? So do the showdown, do the conquest. There's going to be some hidden rewards there as well. But let's go ahead and look over the content and see who you should pick. At 10,000 XP, you're gonna have some flashback cards here, and that is postseason 2019 Anibal Sanchez, sinker, cutter, splitter kind of guy. 96 per 9 is not bad for a 92 overall. Then we have Kyle Lewis, a lot of power against left and a lot of contact against right, but everything else is just okay. We got Max Fried from the August 2020 program, 100 hits per nines. Nothing special there. You have better options. Then we have an all-star 2019 Max Muncy, 100 power against both sides, and can play first, second, and third. And then we have Ryan Mountcastle, well-balanced card, actually, hitting-wise. He plays first base, third base, and left base. I think at this point, you probably have better options here. Anibal Sanchez as a postseason card, and actually usable, I think, is the one that I would go here. But we're moving over. Here at 30K, you have another one of those choice packs. And then the last one here at 50K. So out of the 5 cards, you will be able to pick 3 there. Moving over to 80,000, we got a Legends and Flashback choice pack. Again, this is the Darren O'Day, Euclid, Chad Green. Again, if you don't have a McCutcheon, if you're still working on McCutcheon, this is the packs that you want. Obviously, these prices are going to drop But it's your chance at, you know, completing some of these collections. Then 100,000, you get this one with Joe Torres, Stanek, Conforto. I think I have all of them already. I already have McCutchen, but again, same thing with the other choice pack. We get some headliners, we get some more packs, and here's the first flashback bust from the Field of Dream program at 150,000. So this is a flashback option, right? We have Joey Votto, Yadier Molina, and Zach Greinke. If we look at Joey Votto, 117 contact against right with 100 power, and 107 contact against left with 92 power, 81 fielding, 53 speed. Another first baseman, doesn't have another or secondary position, obviously, but he's a signature card. Righty killer, right? Righty killer and very solid steal against lefties. Moving over to Yadier Molina, catcher. He does have first baseman as primary, one of the best defensive catchers of all time, as you can see there, with 95 fielding, 94 arm. And this is a 1,000 RBI club, a milestone card. Keep that in mind if you still need it for McCutchen. But 104 contact against right with 103 contact against left, 75 power against right, 82 power against left. So decent, okay power for a defensive catcher like that. And actually his speed at 41 is not the worst. And last but not least, we do have retro finest Zach Greinke. Looking at this Zach Greinke, he looks solid. 118 stamina, 98 hits per nines. I wish it was a little bit higher. 110K per nines. And so you can see everything across the board is pretty high. The lowest attribute is 92 and his control, and he does have a 4-seam slider, sinker, curveball, changeup. So, you know, every pitch, the control and the break is solid, right? So this card can be okay. I wish he had either outlier. He doesn't have outlier, doesn't have a cutter, so that's the only thing that he's missing. He does have a sinker and elite control, and he can actually swing it a bit with 40 contact against right, 38 power, and then against left, 62 and 45. So not an automatic out. Now with this choice pack, again, if you're working towards McCutchen, this is what can help you complete that. But in my opinion, the best card here is going to be Zach Greinke. There's always that 4th and 5th starter that you cannot find. I think Zach Greinke can have a slot there in the back end of your rotation. Moving over to 175,000, and this is the Future Stars pack, which includes Grayson Rodriguez, 105 stamina, 107 hits per nines, 112K per nine. This card has outlier on that fastball, slider at 87 mile an hour, a cutter at 92, and also has a curveball and a circle change. As you can see, very good control on all pitches, very good break on all pitches, and like I mentioned, outlier on the fastball, and that is the key. A lot of people cannot touch the 102, and that's just realistic. Even if you play Hall of Fame, some people don't love that, right? So 102 is going to be good. This card is very good and a very high hits per nines right now. We also have O'Neal Cruz, and if you played MLB The Show in previous years, you know his swing is very good. Even though he's 6'7", so he's a tall player, his strike zone is long, but it's not wide. So his swing on top of that is elite. 98 contact against right with 115 power, 93 contact against left with 112 power, 83 fielding, 99 speed, 99 arm. This card is going to be unreal. Shortstop, again, it's one of those positions that not everybody has their shortstop, right? A lot of people are using their cap. This can be a replacement because that power from that side, 99 speed. I mean, this is an insane card. And last but not least, we have Riley Green from the Detroit Tigers. And if we look at this card is unreal as well. I think this is the toughest pack of them all. As you can see, 112 contact against right with 94 power, and then 116, 96 against lefties. Well balanced, 87 fielding over at center field, 72 speed. So I think I would rather have him in the corner outfield because that 72 speed is not great, but he does have very good fielding attributes. Now, like I mentioned, I do think this is the best pack of them all. If you went Greinke, you don't necessarily have to go Grayson here, but Grayson is a great pitcher. I want to go O'Neal Cruz. He's one of my favorite cards every year. Riley Green is very, very good as well, but it's a stacked outfield position, right? We already have that McCutchen as well. There's a lot of outfielders, and I think I'm going O'Neal Cruz. And the reason is because we will have another choice pack later in the program. I'm pretty sure it's going to be somebody from this pack. Moving over to 2000 XP, we have the Legend Bosses. Starting off with Gold Glove, Al Kaline. And here are his attributes. He's maxed out against lefties, 108-81 against righties. Obviously, being a Gold Glove, he's the diamond defender. Parallel 3 means diamond defender at all 3 outfield positions. 63 speed is not elite. But worst case scenario, bench bat against lefties or Randy Killer. Moving over to retro finest Brian Roberts. So you can see here 125, so maxed out contact against right with 85 power, and against lefties 98 contact with 80 power. He does have diamond fielding over at second and 92 speed, so very good. No weak spots, honestly. Like every time we get a Brian Roberts card, he's more in the 60s power. This time he meets the threshold of at least 80 power against both sides. On top of that, this card is great because he's a switch hitter and he's a second baseman that is usually one of the weakest positions. And last but not least, we have Ron Santo. Ron Santo, when you look at this card, he's like, wow, Hitting wise, very well balanced with 104 and 100 contact, and then 96 and 95 power. Defensively, 99 fielding, 99 reaction. It doesn't get much better than that. Primary third baseman, but he can also play second and short. I did use the lower diamond Ron Santo earlier in the year. His swing is actually not that bad. Now for me, the choice in this pack is probably Brian Roberts. I love my switch hitters. He's a second baseman. I may even try him out and see. I wish he was a little bit better against lefties, but he's solid enough. But that Ron Santo can be a sneaky good. And now if we keep moving over on the program, as you can see, we have the 225,000 XP, and this is the bosses. You have all of the bosses, and you get to pick one more. And like I mentioned, the Future Star pack was the toughest one. I think this is where I would go back to that pack and pick Grayson Rodriguez. I think that is the move for pitcher. I think automatically with that per 9's outlier, slider, and cutter, it makes him probably a top 3, definitely top 5 pitcher in the game. He can be that nasty, so we're gonna have to give him a try. I think that's the 4th card I'm gonna be picking. Regardless, all of these cards are gonna be available on the market, so if you want to sell them, get stubs, and buy them back later, the prices eventually will definitely drop. If we keep looking at the program, obviously there's more Legend Takashi packs, Home Run Derby, All-Star cards. All of these packs are what's gonna help. Is just all the prices are gonna keep dropping. Another toolbox here, and the balling out of control all the way to 500,000. And just when you thought that was all the content, no, wait, there's more. We're gonna go over to BR, and I usually say grind BR. If you grind BR, that's where you're gonna get the most stubs if you grind it fast. But I think the fact that that program is not long enough, right? You only have 10 days. I think you have to attack it fast. Same with the events. So if we're looking at the brand new BR program, let's go over the cards as well that I think are going to be the best at every single mission. Starting with the bronze, there's a 74 overall Rowdy Tellez, Roberto Clemente 74, Carlos Delgado, and Pedro Martinez. Now working on the program, you want to do missions with multiple cards. The first ones that I would recommend is Rowdy Tellez. He does have 82 75 power. That's what you want in BR. And then Carlos Delgado, 85 and 73 power. That's solid enough as well. Solid cards there. Then Pedro Martinez, because the starters I think can be a little bit easier to complete some of these missions. Clemente just doesn't have the power. He just has arm, and that's pretty much it. Moving over to the silver pack. In this one we have Joan Moncada, Wade Miley, Gary Sanchez, and Billy Wagner. This is definitely a Billy Wagner pack because he's a reliever lefty. Even though he throws fastball, curveball, slider, he does have 101 hits per 9. That's gonna be in BR. He's gonna throw hard. I think that's the move, and it's gonna be the easiest missions to complete. But there is also Gary Sanchez with 87 and 91 power. That's gonna be very good at catcher. There's not a lot of good catchers, and there's not a lot of catchers that had that kind of power. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna complete probably Billy Wagner first, and then just pick Gary Sanchez for every single draft. Wade Miley is not great, and then Moncada is actually pretty balanced. His swing is very good. He does have second base. He cannot play any other position. Gold defender. He's gonna be solid as well, at least for BR. But let's go over to the gold pack. In this one, we have everyone's favorite from last year, Jeremy Mercedes, Jadis Familia, Kirk Gibson, and Miguel Sano. And honestly, for this one, I don't think you can go wrong, right? Jeremy Mercedes, well-balanced catcher, everything over 80 hitting wise. Then we got Jadis Familia, 86 hits per 9, but sinker slider, he throws very hard. We also have Kirk Gibson, which I used the diamond earlier in the year. I was hitting over 500 with him. 90 and 83 power is very good in the corner outfield. You don't want to play him at center field. And then we got Miguel Sano, which I think at this point, if you're a BR player, you know what he does. 109 power and 121 power. That's all you need to know. He's going to be amazing. I'm going to do probably all the missions with all of them. Now, moving over to the 90 points, we got Kevin Youkilis, prime Kevin Youkilis, Red Sox legend. If we look at him, 100 contact against right, 89 power, 113 against left with 101 power. I mean, solid. 91 fielding. He's a diamond defender over at first base. You can play him at third and corner outfields as well. 46 speed is not great. You want to keep it in the infield. His swing was very good. The gold Kevin Youkilis that we had to use in the BR program earlier, I hit it like 600 with him. That card was unreal, so I'm gonna like his swing. He's definitely gonna join the team for the Red Sox team build. Then here at 95, you get obviously the rewind pack from the Flawless, and at 100, you get Anthony Volpe and Mike Mussina, which are the new Flawless rewards. Starting with Anthony Volpe, 101 contact, 104 power against right, 107, 98 against left, 85 speed, 84 fielding. He doesn't have any holes in his game, right? He bats righty. He's second baseman and third baseman as a secondary. He's gonna be very solid. And we also have Mike Mussina, 119 stamina. stamina, 107 hits per 9, 103k per 9. So you can see very similar to Grenky as far as like every single thing is 90 is 90 or above. Grenky, I think that it was 92 in control. This one is in velo, but he's a sinker, cutter, slider guy. A lot of people are using the 95 overall from the collection all the first couple months, and he was great. I think this card is going to be very solid because his control is elite. The worst of his control is 86 with the slider. That's his 5th pitch. He still has a cutter, he still has a sinker, knuckle curve, fastball, and as you can see, the pitch break, everything is 90 or above. So I'm actually curious. I want to try this Mike Mussina out. I'm not a Yankee hater. Some of you might think I am. I am not, but I think picking O'Neal Cruz, I'd rather have O'Neal Cruz than Anthony Volpe at this point. So I'm going to try this Mike Mussina once I complete the program. I'll probably end up with both because I'm pretty sure I'm going to go flawless soon. But that's all the content, and there is a lot of it. So happy grinding. Again, so if you enjoyed this kind of video, make sure to like. Let me know by liking the video. And again, comment down below if you thought it was an L. Why did you think it was an L? If you thought it was a W, which cards are you most excited about? But again, thank you so much for watching. This is YeYo, and I'll check it on the next one. I'm out.